pictures are just horrifying, aren't they, Jane?
Well, they are, and this is why we've discussed photojournalism on this programme before, and for me, this is why photojournalism is so important, because I think pictures like this are what are going to change attitudes, because I think if you see that picture and you still think that these refugee boats should just be pushed back out to sea again, you're not human. And, you know, I really, really hope that this proves a turning point. And I think, you know, what is the point of us being in the EU? Surely the whole point is this, is that all of our prime ministers and chancellors and whatever, Germany, Merkel, should now be in like an almost war room somewhere in Europe going, OK, let's sort this out. That is what they are for, and that is what we need. So these people are, no one puts themselves and their children into an unseaworthy boat in the dead of night because they're just, you know, looking for a job and whatever. These people are looking for safety, they're looking for humanity.
And you think, you know, these people literally have the breath of ISIS on their neck. They have no shelter. They jump into a boat in the dead of night with their children. She was trying to hold him out the water. And I think any person, and we as a nation have to prove ourselves now at what, you know, what we are. This is our moral compass now. These are refugees. These are people running in terror with their babies in their arms. And if we don't help them, we will look back on ourselves and we will be ashamed.
Do you think we've become hardened to it now as well? Because, you know, throughout the summer and you know, the months leading up to it, we've seen all the crisis in Calais, and we hear stories of people trying to climb onto the Eurostar and slashing their way into trucks. Do you think these are two separate situations and we should look at them differently?
I think we should look at them differently. It's a worldwide problem. All the countries in the world have got to come together now and help. That is just so sad. You can't even... Oh, it's just heartbreaking. I can't even imagine it, comprehend it. All the governments, everybody in the world has got to come together and help these people.
This is a humanitarian crisis. The thing about the camps at Calais is that a lot of the guys there, they're kind of they're young and they're in their 20s. They're economic migrants. They have seen a better life. And, you know, I don't blame them for wanting to come here, but they've crossed 6 countries and they're trying to get into the UK. The people, you know, literally washing up in Turkey are not
the same.
They're not the same. It's not the same. These are fleeing. These are definitely fleeing oppression. They are terrified.
And they're looking for sanctuary, and we need to help. I mean, I think we've only helped. I think I could be. You probably know, but I think it's something like 220 Syrians. That's all we've taken in at this country.
There's 4 million come from Syria. 1.8 million have fled to Turkey. 600,000 to Jordan. 1 million to Lebanon. Now, Lebanon's only got a population of 4 million. So there's lots of other countries taking the hit here. Sweden has done a lot as well. Between June of last year and this year, we took 166.
We should be ashamed
when you compare it. Now, obviously, we've all seen these pictures. We're all mothers. Have your kids been watching the news? Is this something that you've discussed with them?
I will.
How do you discuss as a parent the pictures that we've seen in the papers today?
Yeah, it's a hard one. I will, because they will see those pictures. And I think that it's important to talk to them. And we talk about everything with our kids. And do you know what? I haven't actually worked out how yet, but I will. And I'll just talk with Mark before we do, and we will explain it. Do you think you will?
I spoke to my youngest just before I came on air, actually, and she'd seen it on the newsstands. And she said, oh, Mummy, how terrible about that little boy. And,
Grace is 11, isn't she?
She's 11. And a lot of people would say, well, maybe children shouldn't see images like that. But actually, they're the next generation. And if it, in their mind, makes them understand that they are very, very lucky, and it will give them compassion towards others.